by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because you're bringing up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally, several times, told him just, fuck you.
Well, you said it in the video, but you won't let us play the rest of it because you don't want to.
When I say cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I think so, too.
Exactly.
It's your definition of cheating, though, so, I mean, that's what the word cheat means.
And that's what you told him in the video. That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told him,
I don't know what you... This is...
What would you say if somebody told you that they had done this?
Done what?
Sent somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think... So you all think that it's like, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm going to go to sleep? Is that what you guys are trying to assume? Or trying to, like...
We're just, the video is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
No.
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car.
So,
and that's why we want to know.
And I don't remember doing those.
The injuries are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a lot of injuries.
So to catch you a little bit up to speed, just some woman, apparently they were drunk, and the husband, they put the husband into a suitcase, and then she goes upstairs and goes to bed, and then wakes up the next morning to find him dead. Did she do it on purpose? Did she do it on an accident? She went to bed. I mean, they were drunk, right? So she goes to bed, and they're going to say, well, you went to bed without giving a damn. Now, I got a couple dogs, and it gets cold outside, and I try to get them all in, but if, essentially one of them wants to run around, then I'll let them run around. But when it's real cold, then I get real nervous, and it's like, just get in. No, you're not going to run around. Just everybody get in. And so as it gets closer to the end of the night, I hate doing it, but every once in a while, I'll go to sleep, presuming that the other one, the dog, if they want to come in, call them several times. If they didn't come in, they'll have to take care of themselves. So is it possible to go to sleep? It's cold. I want them to come in, but, dogs are resilient. They can ball themselves up. They can find a little tiny little den. And if they are cold, why didn't they come in when I called them in? No, they're out there sniffing on something. They're having the best time of their life. I'm freaking out, and they're having the best times of their life. My point being is that it's plausible that husband and wife could play a suitcase game. Hey, wifey, just get into the suitcase, okay? It almost sounds like Chris Watts almost. Hey, let's play a little game, and he puts a cover over her head and then hits her with a shovel. And then she says, please stop. So you play a little suitcase game. Hey, husband, get into the suitcase. Okay, now I'm just going to go to bed. Ha, 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 you're stuck in there. I can't breathe. I'm going to die in here. I'm suffocating in here. Please help me out. It'd be interesting. They also got a video, so I could see there's a possibility of them playing a game, and she went upstairs and then went to sleep. There was a video she was sitting there saying something about how she just had no sympathy for him and his bullshit and how he had hurt her in the past or something. So let's listen to some more.
And this video explains itself. It really, truly does.
You don't think that I have thought of that?
Thought about the video or thought about...
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you
She is so cocky.
are assuming that it's like, oh,
Women are really good at
I'm
talking.
in there. No.
She's like, oh, you didn't think I knew that? Oh, you didn't think I knew that? No, let me say it a different way.
That's what you told us, so that happened.
That's what happened.
And the video,
I'm not going to say...
you thought he could
Go
knock it out on
down.
his
Yes.
own. But the video shows that he can knock it out on his own.
But when I unzipped it with one finger.
From the outside.
But it had the hole in it.
And you're claiming that it had a paper clip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
That's what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paper clip on it. It's got...
But the zipper part is broken.
Yes, which is why we were going to zip it.
Yeah.
I just...
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
But you could on the inside, too. know how.
Well, why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could? He
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, where the hole was. I don't
I
know.
didn't see a hole.
No one
I didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see things.
So I think it seems to me they were doing a drunken thing and they were stupid, and I think that her shittiness prevailed, and so I think she should be culpable for his death, even if it's negligence, because literally that's, at the very least, that's what she's saying. Oh yeah, I put him in the suitcase and then I went to bed. Or is that what you're saying? Are you saying that I put him in a suitcase and then just went to bed? Not giving a damn? No, I was drunk, so I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we put him in the suitcase and then I forgot and then I laid down, you know? It wasn't like... And then she's like, wait, there's a hole. Well, he could have just got himself out. Why didn't he just get himself out? Well, he could have been drunk too. Man, baby boomers are fucking dog shit. I don't know how old she is, but I bet she's older than me. Baby boomers are such fucking dog shit. They're fucking racist piles of shit, child abusing piles of shit, anti-virtue, anti-morality, a bunch of anti-American, anti-community, They just want to get their donut. Can a bitch get their donut right? Tisha. Think about Tisha. Tisha is going to kill this 11-year-old boy. And then she's going to talk to the father of the 11-year-old boy as if the father should love her. Look, I know that you loved your son, and you loved your son, and he's gone and he's missing now. Nobody knows where he's at or what happened to him. But now that he's not around, don't you need to love somebody? Don't you need to love something, somebody, somewhere? Don't you have a heart? That's what Tisha's going to say. God damn, Tisha, that's pretty... She also gets a federal lawsuit. She gets a 12-day fucking jury trial preliminary hearing. She gets the works. A lawyer that actually fights on her behalf. Baby boomers are fucking dog shit. They're dumb, mean, ugly, cruel, greedy sons of bitches. They don't have virtues. They don't have any morality. So you have to force them to comply with the law. You have to, it's capitalist America too, right? So people are cutthroat, and that's supposed to be like a virtue. But there are no virtues. There are no morals. It's business. It's business. So you have to force a lot of Americans to obey the law. They're not going to be good on their own accord. There's no habit of the heart. You have to obey the law, and you got to coerce them. You got to force them to obey the law. No, you made a contract. You made a deal. Now you got to live up to your contract. Okay, Tisha? I'm happy whenever I see anybody stand up for what's right. I'll join with anybody to do good, and I won't join with anybody to do bad. I once saw this man at KFC in Cincinnati. I was working at Work in America, and you had Brandon, Kobe, and you had some other assholes. But he was the boss, and KFC's just right down the road. I forget where we're at in Cincinnati, like in a nicer spot of Cincinnati. But a woman had left the baby at KFC's. She had left, just the stroller, the baby carriage. The baby was in a little baby carrier. And maybe the lady was going to meet somebody at KFC. Who knows what the hell happened. But she goes to KFC, sets the baby down, walks outside. The guy that I was with, he acted like a valley girl, which is interesting. He was like the most, probably the most gentlest, liberalist of us. And he was the one standing up, and he was just saying, that's bullshit. That guy was awesome. When she came back, he goes, you can't leave a baby at KFC's. You can't just leave a baby at a restaurant. You can't just leave a baby at a fast food restaurant out in public like this. You can't do that. What the hell's the matter with you? And the lady seemed either A, like she was about to get into trouble, or B, realized that she was in the wrong and just kind of gathered her things and then grabbed her baby and then walked away. But what the hell was she doing? You went to KFC's, you left the baby there, and then you went outside. What did you go outside to do? How long were you outside? Was you in the car? What were you doing? That was a crappy mother that was a mother who did a crappy thing. We'll just say that. You gotta at least do, 12 crappy things before you become a crap mother? So that was just a mother. And we'll say she was a little imperfect. She was a little imperfect. And she did a crappy thing. What I liked was that the guy stood up to her. And I hardly see that. Be a good mother, you piece of shit. I mean, he didn't say that, but... yeah, imagine if we did, people rise to each other's expectations. Be a good mother. Be a good father, you piece of shit. Be good to yourselves. Be good to your neighbors. Be good to your friends and families. Raise good households and have crime-free neighborhoods and work on a civil society. A civil society where you can go and discuss and argue with the other people about the direction of your society, of your nation. Gentle arguments, but arguments nonetheless, so you can figure out what's the best course of action, what's the best way forward. So I thought it was good that he stood up to a mother, an imperfect mother who had done a crappy thing, because frankly, I shouldn't have to worry about your damn kids. I want you to be a good mother, having a good house with a good family, because I want you to raise, I want you to be happy and I want you to do well. All that is all good and whatnot, but I don't want your crappy goddamn abused kids being a piece of shit to the fucking neighborhood because you was a piece of shit to them. I don't have to worry about your kids. I want you to be good mothers and fathers because I don't want to worry about your kids. I want you to be good families and good neighbors and good households because I don't want to have to worry about each and every one of you. We're all guilty of doing the things, of not doing all the good that we can do. Every one of us could do more good. Every one of us could do more good for one another. With all the damn Karens that's around here, though, it seems as though Caucasian men need to put their foot down with their women. Not be abusive, not be terrible, but you know how you let a lot of shit slide every once in a while? Don't let something slide. No, I don't like how you did that. I don't like how you're talking that way. I don't like how you're representing you, us. I don't like what you're doing. No, I disagree. No, I don't like what you're doing. You convince me with logic, you convince me with reason, or you just cede to my righteousness. No, I'm right. Fucking baby boomers, man. Fucking baby boomers, sons of bitches. The baby boomers were shitty back in the 1980s and the 1990s, and they're still shit today. God awful. Goddamn God awful. God forsaken. Piles of shit. 2023. The 80s and 90s, you're a bunch of criminal shitheads. I remember baby boomers just abusing me. My grandmother. Nobody ever said shit to that child abusing racist. Nobody ever said shit to that child abusing racist, ever. I'm being driven to her house to get abused. Hey, mama and papa, I don't like the abuse. We don't give a shit about your life. Fuck you. It's about her. She's a racist, child abusing pile of shit. She hates America. She didn't read the Constitution. She doesn't know the Bill of Rights. She doesn't believe in virtue or freedoms or civil liberties or justice. She's got no values whatsoever. Obey her because she's a terrible criminal, terrorist, sovereign pile of shit. Because she'll attack you and hurt you because she's a criminal, fucking wicked pile of shit. Not only was it my grandmother, but it was my aunts too. Drive to my grandmother, she abuses me. Drive over to my aunt's house and I'm getting abused by the cousins. Yeah, fucking awesome. Yeah, thanks a lot there, Barbara Williams. Thanks a lot there, Kathy. But no thanks. These fucking baby boomer sons of bitches, they had nice, easy life, easy street. But nobody ever told them shit. Nobody ever said a fucking word to them. So when that guy said, hey, don't leave your baby you shouldn't leave your baby at KFC. Is that right? Some of these motherfuckers think that they could commit crimes against you. Well, you're a man, so I get to commit crimes. No, you don't get to commit crimes. You do not get to commit crimes against other people. What the fuck is the problem? Tisha, you're not allowed to kill an 11-year-old. And then after you killed the man's son, you think he's supposed to love you? Tisha, what the hell's the matter with you, Tisha? What the hell is the matter with you? Be a good mother, Tisha. No, Tisha, you don't stab kids 18 times in the face, Tisha. No, Tisha, you don't kill them. You don't shoot them in the head, Tisha. No, Tisha. I know that Sarah Boone is a suitcase, murder or whatever. Tisha shoved that boy's body in a suitcase too and went all the way to Florida. And then you got that Moscow, Idaho, those stabbings, Bethany Funky. Bethany Funky, she's not going to go to court because she's above all this shit. We didn't even get Bethany Funke's account in the probable cause affidavit. Why don't they just do a grand jury indictment? You gotta make sure they. Bethany Funke was a witness to major murders, major stabbings. If you don't go to the hearing, you're going to go to the trial. So it's just incredible that witnesses, as Americans, you go to the trial because at the bare minimum, to be an American, when you're a witness to a thing and then the person's about to lose everything, no, you got to go to the trial and tell everybody what you saw and what you know. You're a good, honest person. You believe in the truth. So go there and just tell us you were just an innocent bystander, right? So an innocent bystander, go to court, say what you saw, and then that's it. And then go home. But if these people don't have morals, you got to force them to obey the law. They don't have morals. Just kept abusing children nonstop. Just kept being racist. They have to be a racist. That Valela, he has to be a racist. That's the only fucking thing he gives a shit about. I was kind to him thinking I would get kindness back and he would have had a best friend fucking forever. But instead of doing that, he's an evil motherfucker. A lot of people don't have any morals. So people that don't have morals have to be forced to go to trial. Forced to do right. Forced to do good. I'm 41 years old, and if I'm the ancestors, then who gives a shit about the fucking baby boomers? If I'm the ancestors, they're fucking fossils. So do we want to watch any more of this? Let's try some more.
We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh good, I got him in there. Now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase
She's been drinking
and then
and
watched
probably
the
went to
video?
sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before. I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I'm sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has two fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
But my thing is,
we're assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling
finger,
you what's on
but
there.
so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you